Zamboni's on 7th Restaurant and Bar at 174 West 7th Street, right across the street from Grand Casino Arena. We're going to keep calling it the X. More than just your go-to spot before, during, and after all your favorite downtown events, Zamboni's on 7th is now your spot for late-night downtown eats. On game days, event days, and plain old regular days, Tuesday through Saturday. Zamboni's on 7th is now serving their delicious tavern-style pizza, as well as fried specialties late into the night. Check out their menu online at zambonison7th.com or stop by for a few beers, cocktails, or sodas and dig in. Zamboni's on 7th. Before, during, and after. Way after.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another watch party. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. This was a game time decision, getting back home and getting in this seat ready to go. But we are here. We are here, and we're getting right back into the action. And right back into the action, wild score, baby. Just like that. And it is the Russian line that gets it done. Yurov, Tarasenko, and Trenyan. And look at that, 17:51 on the clock, and the Wild already open up the score. What is up, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Tarasenko, what a shot, man. Look at this. Some work behind the net. Hovering right in front of the circle. Back slot, and whoo! That's some old school Tarasenko right there. That's some old school Tarasenko. The pass looked like it was originally supposed to go to Trenyan too in front of the net. And oh, beautiful stuff there. Beautiful stuff. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm at 17:41. I know I'm probably a little bit behind you guys as well, but just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. How's everybody doing? I know vibes are high in Minnesota despite all the injuries, given that it's the Quinn Hughes show now. And look at that. Already up one from the point. Hey, what's up, dude? I saw that with the goal tonight. Caprice will pass Koivu. Whoa, those are the misspelling of the names, but I love it. For number 2 in franchise goals. Can't tell if that's good or just we don't have much of a history of good goal scorers. I think it's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Caprice and Koivu are the best new ways to spell their names, by the way. Yo, let's go, dude. Good to see you. I think it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I mean, historically, yeah, the Wild haven't had the greatest goal scorers outside of Gabrick and obviously Koivu just because of the time he played in the league. But Kaprizov is also a freaking superstar. Good to see you, Denial. Good to see you. BS YouTube guy on different channels shows up later. Not surprised. Yo, you better jump. Yeah, I mean, you're the Minnesotan, so this is your team. This is your team. Good to see you, Trav. Good to see you, Sis. Good to see you, 1984 pushback. Let's go. Let's go. And hey, a little bit of talking here. Ben Jones getting in the mix. No, I love it. I love it. I figured so, and that's why I was like, whoa. Koivu is my new favorite. How you doing, by the way, dude? We went from 0 superstars to having 3 and potentially one of the best, if not the best, defensive pairing if Faber stays with Hughes throughout the rest of the season. Let him fight. All right, well, drive safe, buddy. I'll continue to give you some updates. I know it's not, the weather's actually not super bad today. It's actually really, really nice, if I do say so myself. I went for a little bit of a run today in a hoodie. Didn't have to bundle up. Didn't have any long johns, nothing. It was beautiful. 16:25 face-off. Wild win it. Quinn motherfucking Hughes. Guys, it's so weird seeing him in a Wild jersey. He sends it into the corner. Hughes hovering. Loose puck in the Capitals get it back. Hughes retrieves at center. Tried to find someone on the right side. The Wild end up getting it, though, and I tried to bounce it off maybe the stick of the Capitals, but Capitals get it back up the right side with some speed. And shot from outside the circle. That's going to go up and out of play. 1549. Keep the comments coming, guys. I'll bring the stats on screen too. Yeah, exciting stuff here. Exciting stuff here, guys. And it's so weird because it went from such doom and gloom where the best stories were the goalies and Marcus Johansson to now, like, imagine this team healthy. I mean, no NHL team is healthy, but like the Wild, they're like decimated. Like half the team is an AHL team and they're still winning games. 15. Can I do hope 8 scored tonight? 45 here. Yeah, I won. What is it right now? It's 40 right now. I'm a man. I'm 40. He will. Quinn and Brock together will allow both to jump without fear. In Guerin, we trust. Big balls, Guerin, man. Billy G. Billy B. The moment I saw him carry 6 beers in plastic cups, freaking pyramid style at Back Channel Brewing, I was like, I know this guy is the GM for us. There's the man himself. My favorite player is Trevor Zegras because he will be traded again to the Minnesota Wild. Meatball Billy. 15:29 and puck trickles all the way back down into the Wild zone. Icing on the Capitals. Yeah, 7-43. Brock fucking Faber and Quinn Hughes on the same friggin' line. Unreal. By the way, we might get a guest on between periods. I don't know if you guys remember the last Capitals game we covered. My friend, the Hockey Troll, who's co-host of the Caps Chirp podcast. Hell yeah, he's going to drop in. He just confirmed right now. He's going to drop in after the second period, which means in the first period, we'll have a little bit of a clip from former Wild player, now Capitals player, Brandon Duhaime. 15:08 and a shot for the blue line. Save by the Capitals, and Eck already getting in the mix in front of the net here. It's not like the Capitals are the most physical team, but they're a bunch of big boys. Yeah, so Hockey Troll, he's one of my good friends. I think he's even coming for World Juniors in Minnesota, so maybe we'll do some live content together. But he's going to join for the second intermission. Again, host of the Caps Chirp podcast. If you ever want, those are some cool goalie pads for the Capitals. If you ever want any Capitals or just any NHL chirp talk, he's been doing the podcast. Shit, he's been doing the podcast longer than I've been doing this one. Since before the Sota pod was just me, before even Hoppy was involved. Which, by the way, if you guys are watching on Facebook or Twitter, get your ass over to YouTube and join our live chat here. Yo, what's up, RJ? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, what's the Family Guy meme? What's the farms again? Some farms, remember? I haven't had cable for so long, not gonna lie. Kind of miss Family Guy. I took it for granted. Quinn Hughes, but he's not even from. I mean, you guys got to get used to that. As a Canucks fan, I'm used to the meme face, but yeah. Duhaime is the real Florida man. Wild with on the right side, trying to find their guy at center. Great defensive play there. 14:36. He just is special. I don't want to get demonetized. 14:24. He's got a couple screws loose, but those loose screws help him become a better hockey player. Tylenol was his best friend. 14:09. He's like the Mike Musumeci of hockey. Okay, I'll stop. 14:03. Yes, thank you. Pepper Ridge Farms remembers. 13:53. Duhaime is, yeah, he's one of my, I'm in that cult fan favorite of Duhaime. And the Capitals fans just love him. Puck behind the net. Capitals working in the corner. They send it back to the blue line, but great pressure from the Wild. Send it back in. Bouncing puck trickles to the left corner. 2 men on. Great defensive play here by the Wild. They get it back and send it up the right wall. 13:30. Bro, I literally cut my hair 2 weeks ago, and it's already like I need another haircut. This is why I never cut my hair before. It grows too fast. Too fast. Oh, big hit behind the net for the Capitals net by the Wild. They don't end up retrieving the puck or keeping the puck. And we're going to have an icing call by the Capitals, actually. It's 2 by them. Nick freaking Dowd, man. I can't believe he's still in the league. There's number 43. Me too. We'll never forget how the Fleury feud started. Not bad for 50. 30:05 or 13:05. We're on the face-off here. I'm Balden. Thanks. I just wish you would grow a little bit more, like, you know, right here. Starting to fade a little bit up front, but we're still kicking it. We're still kicking it. At least they ain't hoppy. At least they ain't hoppy. She went full Bic at my age, so I got a couple years left. Yo, what is up, Real Goose? Up, man? I think this is my second time in the Red Wings fan here. We talked Datsuk for a minute. The Magic Man, greatest two-way player of all time. Hope you have an amazing holiday season. You too, man. Happy holidays. I see the Wild aren't doing too bad so far. No, about almost halfway through the period, up 1. Not a lot of shots on net, only 2 for the Wild, 1 for the Capitals, but a good defensive game. Just it's funny, like half of their forwards are like awesome. The bottom 6 right now, because of injuries, are AHL players, but it is what it is. Sucks the Avs can't lose. I know, dude. Avs, Dallas, and the Wild right now. What a central division. And like, if the Blues were good, which I thought they'd be a little bit better at the beginning of the season, they're not who we thought they were. If they were, though, holy crap, how this division would be absolutely insane. I mean, Winnipeg ain't a bad team, so it still may be, and I think it is the toughest division. I'm so bald to shave my head and I have a beautiful dome head, so it works. Yeah, I'll probably like shave, like buzz my head soon just to like see if I have a good shape. I don't remember. My friend's drunk mom in high school buzzed it. And I don't remember if it looked good or not. But I had a good hairline back then. I was like 17. 11:29 and good pressure by the Capitals. Not able to get any shots. Well, they got 1 shot off. Not able to get more than 1 shot off here as the Wild have just been on them. Loose shot at center. Close to the blue line, though. That went through. Good save by the Wild. And Sturm takes a hit, but finds his man. And the Wild are finally able to get that puck out and complete their change. What fight league is this? The National Hockey League. They are who we thought they were. Yeah, I mean, yes, they did. That's what I'm saying. All 3... they're all good teams. Avs is still the best, but the Wild and Dallas can beat them. I think Jets are just deep slumping, but they'll make a run at it late, I think. Oh, nice pass to Hughes. Hughes shot, and what a save by the Capitals. Faber and Hughes already making magical. Unfortunately, great vision by the Capitals goaltender. That line again, man, the Russian line. Tarasenko, Trenyan, and Yurov looking damn good so far. Winnipeg is in trouble. If Hellebuck gets hurt again, they're toast. 1-0 is the score. Who cares, bro? We're talking not numbers. Is this a good UFC fight? So far, so good. Luke Hughes, number 43 from New Jersey Devils, is traded to the Ottawa Senators. I haven't heard any rumblings of that trade personally. Hughes is nasty. Playoff format is cheeks. 2 of 3 rounds guarantee out of round 2. I don't like the new playoff format either. What a shot. I'm telling you guys, how many times did I say, oh, he's the best defenseman in the NHL? And I was like, shut up, Makar's the best defenseman in the NHL. I'm like, Makar and him they're right there, but you know what? If you want to make the argument for a little bit more physical and offensive-minded, then sure, Makar's your best defenseman. For me, it's like fucking skating, man. Skating trumps all, and he's the best skater I've seen since Dennis Savard. Decided to buy Vice City, the definitive edition. It brings back memories from 20 years ago. Good times. I loved Vice City. Vice City was probably the one I played the most before the current one, which I literally just found out yesterday. The new one's not coming out for another year. I thought literally they were just delaying it until Christmas. LaPanta just is a parrot for the NHL, the playoff seeding scrap. We need 1 versus 8. Yeah, LaPanta's he's a company man. He's a company man. Unless you get him going about his stakes, then if it ain't Kowalski's, get the fuck out of here. Edges Makar, but Hughes now has talent around him. He may explode. I mean, at one point, there was like 1 year we had talent around him in Vancouver. Low-key, Isha is most excited for JP versus AJ. What the fuck is JP versus AJ? I'm like, is that a hockey matchup or is that a fight? Bro, I've been streaming it. Been getting more views. So it's so fun. Gonna complete the 100 secret trophies tomorrow. Got 82 today. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, send your channel or whatever. I don't know if it's Twitch or not too, but I'm down for a little GTA watch party. Hey, thank you, Travis. Click the like button. Unless you're Nick from Glory Kickboxing. Then fuck right off. 947. Nice job of the Capitals holding it without even reinforcements. Nice cross-ice pass. I mean, it actually wasn't a nice cross-ice pass at all, but the Capitals get it back, send it back to the blue line, and shot doesn't get through. 936. And nice escape by the Capitals. Good pressure by the Wild. They were to escape back, send it back to the blue line, but bumblefucks the puck and back to neutral ice. Wild going to complete their change, but Chris Speed backhand save by the Wild. Oh my God, dude. Speed right through center, backhand save, rebound. But the Wild able to get it back here. Man, the puck's just been bouncing around left, right, and center. This cold weather to a little bit of going from -10 to 40 is fucking with the ice, I think. It isn't actually. This is the NHL, but still, damn. Capitals shot from well outside the circle, and that goes right through center into a bunch of bodies. Puck all the way back down into the Capitals zone. Able to hold the line. Big hit by the Capitals. Oh, no. Damon Hunt just got hurt. Damon Hunt was about to skate back to the bench, but hey, what a beauty, Damon Hunt. He just got hit. Was wobbling, skating back to the bench, but had to hold the line, retrieve a puck and hold the line, which he did. But that's not good, man. These Wild players are dropping like flies. And we'll finally get a whistle. Hunt, looking like he's in some discomfort on the bench, but he is on the bench. Yeah, so he took a hit, was about to skate off. Not as crazy as, what's his name, Palmieri. Didn't have like a torn ACL, but had to stay in the play. Oh, and the Wild now are going to get a penalty against them for hooking? Wait, Spurgeon for hooking? That was the hook? I don't know about that. Nearly put him in the bench. If the Wild get healthy, they'll be scary as fuck. 100%. 100%. Sweet. Thank you, sis. Smell some salts. You'll be okay. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. Palmieri. Dude, that was so crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that. Palmieri got hit, skating to the bench, torn torn ACL, just absolutely destroyed knee. And then casually makes a pass that leads to the goal, which is insane. Yeah, I don't know. Again, you guys know me. I obviously have a rooting interest in the Wild because I cover the team, but like I'm not as hardcore as you guys. I try to call it how I see it, and I don't know. And that was a pretty weak call. Spurgeon's Wild D GOAT. He's definitely one of them, man. Like I've always been a huge fan of Jared Spurgeon. I think his story and how he got to the NHL was amazing. I loved him when he played in Spokane with the Chiefs and Canada, baby. Like never was good enough to like crack the superstar, Olympic rosters for Canada, but was always like knocking on the door. And I'm pretty sure he played world championships a few times. And Yurov taking the penalty. I saw him at the state fair. Him and his friggin', I don't know how many kids he has, 100 kids. Half them are taller than him now. Longevity and consistency. And he's, when healthy, he still plays really high level hockey. And you know what? Brodeen's been more of a band-aid than him since we all thought he was going to retire after that bad injury last year and scare after training camp. All right, Washington on the power play. Shot, body in front. Nice stick save, then a blocker save, and puck actually gloved by Gustafsson. Kirill Kaprizov, by the way, never scored against the Capitals yet in 5 games. Dude, look at old man Ovi. Wow. Almost as weak as Kirill's last game. Boom, boom. Emotional. Capitals with it. Ovi sends it around. I need to get remonetized. I didn't stream for 2 years, so my watch hours went down. Still got the subs required. Just got to run the watch time back and get like 98.31 in AdSense. I want to pull off. Hey, you'll crush. You'll crush. Hey, and we're happy to help too, right? So we'll definitely share it. That's the right call, actually. I totally missed the replay, but I will. So I was talking to you. I was reading chat, but I will totally believe you. Hockey people play some of the most satisfying in team sports. It really is, and honestly, like, sorry, LaPanta, the Wild don't even have like the best. Like, there's. I'm not saying this because I'm from there. I'm saying this because I'm lucky. But like, John Shorthouse is one of the best in the world right now, and I was so lucky to have him in Vancouver for so many years. 7-12. Next TV timeout. Next TV. Oh, actually, yeah. Roll right now. Smoke next TV timeout. 43 seconds remaining in the power play for the Capitals. A great kill for the Wild so far. By the way, 40 plus people watching right now. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. Beautiful than a motherfucker. 6:54. The Capitals bring it back in. Wild, good defense again in the corner. 28 seconds. Capitals. Ooh, scary little give and go there, but unable to get that shot off. So the Caps entered the zone. It was the right call. Okay. I was watching Spurgeon, so I was like, I just missed the Yurov replay. Shit, I'm watching is Washington guy, but general. Oh, Washington's is really good. Washington's guy is really good. He, I think he was their longtime radio guy too. Great kill. Minnesota, best state. It's a pretty awesome state, man. I've lived here for 4 years now, and I absolutely love it. Damn. Usually I dig freaking enchilada smell. I'll trade you houses. Enchilada verde, I could just live off that smell. Little chili powder. I'm one of those psychos. I love those chili candies, man. I did too. I've been Duluth, lived here my whole life. I hope to end up in Duluth area or like, I say, I'd love to live in Two Harbors, bro. I can't afford to live in Two Harbors, but near Superior would be fucking awesome. Close to, I'm half Canadian, half American, so it's like close to Canada, even though fuck Ontario. Close to Canada, close to the beautiful lakes, and yeah, it's so beautiful up there. And some sick-ass breweries up there. Some of my favorite breweries are up in Duluth. Castle Danger. I don't know why. It's probably because Two Harbors is why Castle Dangers came to mind. But Bent Paddle's pretty awesome, too. Yeah, I'm asking for plates. Dude, yeah, you should just be asking. Be like, yo, I smell you cooking up a storm over there. Can you share a little bit? See, there you go. Urban knows. Two Harbors got to be cheap. It's small. A lot of the houses are super old. So like historic houses on really nice properties. And because it's small, there's not a lot of smaller, cheap old houses. They're either renovated or they're historic places. But maybe just outside. I'm just getting 2 deer at work and have to miss the game. Thanks for streaming. Hey, I got you, buddy. I got you. Good to see you, Endless Bane, as always. The ECHL team, Utah Grizzlies, is ending on 2025-26 season after they relocated to Trenton, New Jersey. Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess because they have an NHL team now, it's going to be tough to support the ECHL team. Housing industry in America is a joke. Empty Harbors is cheap and small. Hunt down the tunnel. Oh, no. Yep, just saw that. Man, another defenseman down for the Minnesota Wild. 555. 4 shots to the Wild, 9 for the Capitals. Yeah, come on, guys. Smash that like button. Appreciate you, Tanner. We'll get a poll question up. We'll get a poll question up, too. I know I was late. I was a minute late. It wasn't a smooth intro either. Had to run the friggin' Zamboni's ad, though. Hughes up the left side. Hughes still has it at the corner. Back to Kaprizov. Hughes was a little bit outside the circle. Kaprizov's pass didn't land. And Tarasenko goes back to pick it up. Kaprizov with Urov now. And Tarasenko. But unable to get anything going, the Capitals have it. 454. Who scores the next goal either in this period or the start of the second, guys? Right now, it's a pretty back and forth game. Despite the Capitals getting a few shots and pressuring a little bit on that power play, but a nice attempt there. Maybe one pass too many, and the Wild on a breakaway. Wild on the breakaway. Shot. What a save. What a save by the Capitals. My God, what a glove save. A rebound, but still. My goodness. 418. He's been solid here tonight, man. Charlie Lindgren, man. The Minnesota boy has been fucking solid tonight. Let's go, as they're just showing the replay of that as well. Very nice, very nice. I like to see an assist out of Hughes tonight. Oopsies, what's going on? All right, we're back at it. Playing big time hockey at home. Oh man, everything on mine just froze. All right, Google Chrome. All right, we're back. Capitals win the face-off, and they send it back to the Minnesota zone. 4-10. Here we go. Minnesota with the breakout. Favor to Hughes. Hughes up the left side. Hughes, shot. Glove save well off the mark. Glad Foligno's okay. Man, Lindgren looking good tonight here. Didn't he like get hurt in his first shift? First game back in quite a while. Wild win the faceoff. Hughes to the right side. Faber. Oh, a takeaway. And the Capitals with the breakaway backhand. What a save by the Gus Bus. They already changed the name. Capitals still with it. Blue line right side. Little bumblefuck by Faber there. Capitals with some pressure here. They're buzzing. Are these supposed to be like old North Star Vibes jerseys? Yeah. And we're going to have a whistle. 322. I have one. I hate that it's Fanatics, because fuck Fanatics, but hey. It's still pretty cool. The Subway jersey. Eat fresh. Boldy or Hughes? Hughes better? Oh, Hughes, but they're different. They're different positions. Hughes is a defenseman. Boldy's a winger. 319. But I think elite defensemen are more valuable than elite wingers. Puck in the capital zone. Washington unable to get it to the neutral zone with ease. Great job joining the rush. Capitals. Nice give and go play, but unable to capitalize.
Emotional damage.
Oh, come on. 246 and the Wild are going to ice this one. Again, reminder, we will be joined by our friend, the hockey troll himself, host of the Caps Chirp podcast. In the second intermission, the first intermission, we're actually going to run a little bit of a little segment of the Brandon Duhaime interview that we dropped on Fellowship of the Rink yesterday. I have a good old school North Stars cap. Nice, dude. I have another cool North Star inspired hoodie, actually, I'll show off in a little bit here. 226. I like the Adidas jersey from 2017, 2024. I liked Adidas. CCM, though. CCM was my favorite. Oh, shot by Ben Jones, and Lindgren couldn't find it. Poking at it. Puck gets free. God, come on, Ben Jones. I would love for Ben Jones to get his first goal in God knows how long. I mean, it would be his first goal with the Wild, right? Oh, and a holding call on the Capitals with 2 minutes remaining. Does Ben Jones even have... He must have an NHL goal, right? Dude, Ben Jones doesn't even have an NHL goal. My God. I thought he maybe at least had one with... Well, he only played 2 games with Vegas. Come on, Ben Jones. Bro, we need Ben Jones to get his first NHL goal. He's not going to get it on the power play here. He's not playing power play, but... Ever, yeah. How crazy is that? Piston one move. I lost my Minnesota Moose tee, dude. You know what's cool, though? There's always a lot of cool Minnesota Moose gear on Marketplace. Every day I see cool Moose gear on Marketplace. 0 points. Yeah, not even goals, just points. Poor Ben Jones. I'll bring up his, I was going to say Tapology, his hockey DB here. 156. Hughes, right side, back to Hughes. Hughes. Left side for Tarasenko, back to Hughes. It's so weird seeing Hughes on the fucking Minnesota Wild power play and not with Vancouver. What the hell? Shot Tarasenko again the same way he scored last time. Didn't get through, still has it. Right side. Hughes, one-timer by Kaprizov, but he's unable to get it, and the Capitals pounce on him, and this puck's going to go the length of the ice. I've always liked Tyler Pitlick. I remember when he was like a kind of a prospect in Edmonton. The non-gopher Pitlick. Taking off people's heads in the NHL. He's not a bad bottom 6 guy to have. Did you know Bill Murray used to be part of the owner of the St. Paul Saints? I didn't. That is a cool deep cut. Oh, shot right through the paint, and the Wild unable to capitalize on that, but they keep the puck in. Hughes unable to get the cross-ice pass, but he still has it. Hughes working, keeps the puck in. Tarasenko, left side. Kaprizov, circle. That's going to go wide. And puck goes up and out of play. We're going to have a face-off in the Capital zone. 42 seconds remaining. What's worse, never scoring a goal in your career and never having a knockdown? That's a good question. The thing's like, you can... If you play your role right, you're not necessarily expected to score goals in hockey, but it probably still stings. Because I'm sure even like Derek Bugard, even God rest his soul, even had a few goals. Life is so weird right now. Last time against Vancouver, you streamed and I said, quote, somebody hit that midget. So glad we didn't hit him now. What if Marcus Foligno's traded to the Ottawa Senators exchange? What are you talking about, bro? In no world will that ever happen, buddy. Come on. 41 seconds remaining in the period. 34 on the power play. Tim Stützle is worth so much, and all due respect to Foligno, not even in the same stratosphere value-wise. Ben Jones hasn't scored a point in the NHL ever. I know, Horror Dogs. I thought it was just a goal, but not even a point. Faber, left side, 10 seconds remaining on the power play, 15 in the period, and that one's going to go back to the blue line, and Faber. Just kind of play. Faber, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff. Faber's just kind of playing, like right here, Faber's kind of playing a little spazzy tonight. It's worked, like, when it's worked, but he's bumblefucked the puck a couple times, and that is it for the first period. Don't think he's playing bad by any means, but he's playing a little spazzy. He's playing a little reckless. Okay, I'm wrong. He's still part owner, but he's also part owner of another team that's close to where he lives because he lives that level of baseball, apparently. Deep cut of the day. Dude, shout to Bill Murray. His cameo in Zombieland was... what was another deep cut Bill Murray? Osmosis Jones, man. You remember that movie? Osmosis Jones? It was like a half cartoon. It was about a dude who got sick, right? He ate like some boiled egg at the zoo, and then his insides were like fighting each other. That fucking movie made me a little bit of a germaphobe as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Ben freaking Jones, man. Okay, let's take a look at this. Ben freaking Jones. And obviously the Wild are like, if they're fully healthy, you know, he'd be in Iowa, but like they like what he does enough on the fourth line. And again, you're not expected to score always on the fourth line. So only 26, still really good AHL player. Scores a lot in the AHL. Man, 2 games in Vegas, nothing. 26 games last year, nothing. 18, nothing. I want to see him score so bad, man. 100 points and 4. Like, he scored like crazy in the OHL. And I get it. It's the OHL. But still, 41 goals, man. 25, 21 in the AHL. Come on, Ben Jones. I'm feeling it tonight, dude. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. 1 from Duhaime by the Capitals. 1 from Duhaime by the Capitals I'll be okay with. And one from Ben Jones. Let's go, baby. Speaking of Brandon Duhaime, we're going to take a little bit of a break here and bring him on. Well, a clip of him on Fellowship of the Rink. If you guys missed Fellowship of the Rink, the full podcast episode is on the channel. The Duhaime interview is on the channel. The full podcast episode is available wherever you get your podcasts as well. Stripes, I love Stripes with Bill Murray. Space Jam, right? I totally forgot they use in Space Jam. How could I forget? The hole-in-one scene. I saw someone put on Twitter, if Ben Jones scores a point, doesn't even have to be a goal. They'll retire his numbers, stop the game, and have a ceremony at center of the ice and give him puck. If Ben Jones scores, I will shotgun a beer. God, no, I don't even have cans. All I got is bottles. If Ben Jones scores on the next stream, I will shotgun a beer, and I'll shotgun it by piercing the bottom with a hockey skate out on the ice near my fucking house. It'll be the most Canadian thing ever. I'll film it. Or Canadian / Minnesotan, either or. Hick ass hockey fan. There we go. That's the category for each. I'd say I do it in this room, but I got carpet in this room. Actually, no, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just do it in this room. I don't have it. All I have is 2 fucking Sapporos in a bottle. I will get cans. If he scores, well, I just have to get cans now just in case. But if he scores tonight, I'll make a video for you guys. And if he scores on the next stream, then yeah, well, then, you know, that's just that we're just on Ben Jones watch. If Ben Jones gets a point and or goal, we're shotgunning a beer. There we go. Brandon Saad is Minnesota Wild? No, he's not. So now will be the night that I will fuck tonight. There we go. I haven't really been drinking much. This week a little bit. We got some Soviet Slayer. Okay, we got some Soviet Slayer. We've been diving into the beer in which we collaborated and created with Back Channel Brewing. But other than that, I haven't really been drinking much. Not enough like where I have beer cans in my fridge. I have fucking 2. Don't ask me why I have Sapporo, okay? Don't ask me why I have Sapporo. We were talking about that yesterday on Judd's Buds. I filled in for Spokesy, who couldn't join the show yesterday, and we were talking that like that is a realistic option. Let's freaking go, Urban. Let's freaking go. Realistic option, a cheaper option than what the Calgary Flames are presumably asking for a Nazem Kadri, for example. All right, before we take a quick little break here, well, I take a quick little break here, and you guys hear from fan favorite for the Capitals and when he played for the Wild, Brandon Duhaime. I actually got the Capitals broadcast up right now, and Bruce Boudreau on the desk right now. Gotta love Bruce. Bruce is loose. God, I miss Bruce Boudreau. Both as a Canucks fan, a Wild fan, and somebody who followed the Capitals when, Ovi and all those young guns entered the league. But the Minnesota Wild lead 1-0, an early goal, just 3 minutes in. 9 shots for the Wild, 11 for the Capitals. Capitals have blocked 6 shots so far. Hits are pretty even. 9 for the Wild, 8 for the Capitals. But again, that one hit on Damon Hunt sent him down the tunnel. Face-offs pretty even as well. Wild 10, Capitals 9. Been a really competitive and back-and-forth game thus far. So better than that last Capitals game where like the Wild had a good first period and the Capitals just fucking trounced them round 2 and 3. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. What is my favorite German food? Can't say I've had a lot of German food. I've eaten more like Polish food than German. But like you give me some fucking brats and sauerkraut and beer and I'm satisfied. Is Ben Jones John Jones' brother? Yes. But the vanilla brother. That's not that. Yes, it was. My words exactly, brother. My words exactly, brother. Great to see you again, Mike. Right from the center slot, too. That's what we want to see from Vladdy Tarasenko. Do I have the clip of it? Oh, shit. I should have played this.
The right way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Okay. I used to sit in a different spot before all the time, like on the side, kind of, and
What's a rub off mean? One of the best Vladdy clips ever. I'm so stoked I had that saved. Oh, man. Bruce Boudreau. He is back on the Haagen-Dazs, baby. Nice suit, Bruce, but he is back on the Haagen-Dazs. It is that festive time of year as well. We're just not fucking playing hard enough. Oh, man. What a beauty. And speaking of beauties, let's get to our first guest of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Again, not live here, but still our first guest, regardless. Former Wild player, now Capitals player. Cult fan favorite, your fan favorite and mine, Brandon Duhaime.
Today is one of us after 3 seasons with your Minnesota Wild, current forward of the Washington Capitals, everyone's favorite Florida man, Brandon Duhaime. Brandon, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
Now,
Absolutely.
I wondered initially too, because on another one of our shows on the network here, we occasionally would bring in some of the Florida man stories and kind of tie them to you in funny ways. And I wonder, like, how much time did you actually spend in Florida? I didn't know how much of your upbringing was rooted there. And then we got tipped off to something called Diving with Dew. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. That actually, so I've had that YouTube channel for like, I think it was like 2014 I made that thing. And I was like, I don't know, I was just making an account, whatever it was. And then this past summer, I really got into spearfishing. Actually, it was probably 3 summers ago I really got into it. And then my mom actually like bought a GoPro she was like documenting a hike or something, and she wanted to get into it and kind of document it. And I was like, and then I bought like a little mount or whatever for my mask, and I started filming some of the stuff I was doing in the Keys. And yeah, it's been like 2-3 summers of footage that I got, and then I just figured I'd throw it on YouTube for fun. It's kind of growing. Like there's a lot of a lot of YouTube channels with diving stuff, and yeah, figured I'd throw a few in.
That's cool. The spearfishing grouper in Florida video. Is
Yeah.
that Mama Duhaime doing the GoPro?
No. That's one of my buddies that I dive with that he was filming it third person.
Okay. Well, everyone check out. It's listed as Brandon Duhaime, but it's at Divin with Do.
Yeah. I got a video coming soon, so we got to
beautiful.
Got to grow the channel here.
Absolutely.
Stay on top of it.
Well, that kind of goes to my next question. We usually ask guys on this, our name of our podcast is Fellowship of the Rink, Lord of the Rings fandom here. I don't know if you're a Lord of the Rings fan or if you have a kind of an off the ice kind of nerd itch or something passion that you have that you're.
My little miracle is Beckett. You look great. A month after his.
Into mentioned spearfishing, of course, but anything else?
You guys can see we're way too cheap to have YouTube Premium. I'm sorry.
That's kind of on your list.
I was a Harry Potter guy. I think it's kind of one or the other, right? Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, and I went the Harry Potter route. I was a big fan of it. Would go to the amusement park in Florida, Harry Potter World pretty often. Try to get there every summer. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's I'd say that's my one.
I know my buddy Dane here, another writer, did a cool story on you a couple of years ago about Legos. It's like that. Are you still into Legos, or like what's your biggest?
No, they are sitting at my. Well, the problem with the Legos is what do you do with it after? It's like, it's fun to do, and then you got a 4-foot Millennium Falcon. It's like, where do you put that thing? You know what I mean? I got like I think it's like 3 feet by 3 feet, Harry Potter like castle. So they're sitting in my parents' upstairs, and I just don't know what to do with it. So like I kind of had to chill. There's nowhere to put them.
You could probably add that to the YouTube repertoire, like show you making these Lego things.
Yeah,
and, like whether it's for personal profit or for charity or something, like you could absolutely auction those off.
Yeah, it's something to think about for sure.
Well, congrats, by the way, on getting engaged. That was a couple months ago, right?
Yep.
I'd love to hear the story of how it happened, or like how much did you plan it, or like I don't know if you're a big romantic guy or whatever like that, or like what was the setup?
Not the best planner and not the biggest romance guy, but she was happy with it. It ended up turning out really nice. We did it in Marathon, Florida, not too far where she's from and grew up. So ended up going really well and went smooth, in my opinion. I mean, you'd have to ask her, but yeah.
Well, she said yes, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, she said yes. Yeah.
Well, it looks like you're having a lot of fun with the Caps there. It seems like a really great group and obviously playing well. And your coach looks like he can still play, with how young he is. But just like, what's the fit been like? I know you've been around with some good groups in your career so far, including in Mini and then obviously Colorado. But just what's the vibe? What has it been like with this team?
Yeah, it's been incredible since, the day I got here. I felt like the chemistry was there, right away with the guys I was playing with when I first came in, and the chemistry in the room and just how welcoming the guys were it was such an easy transition to come in this locker room and feel like I was a part of it. Hockey wise, it's been awesome. Teams, playing incredible. So, from the start of last year, I think we had like an 8-game win streak to start that year. And, we played real well up until, playoffs and second round exit. It was disappointing, but thought it was a pretty successful year as a group. We learned a lot, and, we're just trying to snowball on top of that this year. Say a lot of the same, we lose Dubois earlier in the year, and, the team, is finding ways, kind of next man up mentality. And it's been real good.
I mean, on top of the great season last year, talk about riding that wave of the OV goal chase. Oh
my God, that was it was a movie. Like I felt like every game he was breaking some sort of record where we were, in the locker room celebrating together. And it just felt like every day was, it was going to be a new milestone. And it was just incredible to be a part of. I mean, I've only been here for a year and a half now, and to see all those milestones and to be a part of it is incredible.
And obviously Ovi's the aged vet there. You've taken the young pup Ryan Leonard under your wing, and it sounds like you took him for a little Costco run.
Yeah, he's a clown, man. Like he just so young and so silly. Like he just he's just a goofy kid, and we love him, and he doesn't have a Costco card, so I had to take him, and we went there with a plan, and it did not pan out the way we thought it was going to go. There was what we went for, we got none of it, and he ended up leaving with a bunch of a typical Costco trip. You go for like steak and vegetables, and you end up leaving with like an electric scooter and a bounce
TV.
house. It's like it's crazy.
Well, you knew of like Obi from afar. You blocked some of his shots in your career, but like, what did you learn about him you didn't know as a teammate, or what's kind of your favorite Obi story since you've been a teammate with his?
Yeah, I mean, you only see him on TV and on the ice and how he plays, but just the person he is in the locker room is pretty incredible, and I feel like it's like that with most superstars, but him especially, I think is it's insane how personable he is, and you would have no idea he's the greatest goal scorer of all time. That when you meet him, he's just a super humble guy and super welcoming. He could have easily oh, hey Dewey, how you doing? Like he texted me before I came, and I think he took a real initiative to make me feel part of the group, and he's been awesome.
Zamboni's on
you've
7th,
been fortunate enough
restaurant
to
and
play
bar
with
right
veterans.
across the street from Grand Casino Arena in downtown St. Paul. You'll find a joke at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Enjoy happy hour food and drink specials when you stop in for the shows. Or if you've got something to say and enjoy stepping into the spotlight, go to zambonison7th.com and sign up to join the show. Spots fill up fast, and they do cap the number of comedians each week, so do not delay. Also, stay tuned for details on their once-a-month Friday night comedy show, Freaky Funny Fridays, beginning Friday, November 21st, featuring some of the hottest comedians in the Twin Cities. Zamboni's on 7th is a joke, but only on Wednesday evenings. And the occasional Friday.
Oh my God. Thank you. We are back. All I was saying, it's funny. You didn't miss much. All I was saying was, we are back. Wild taking on the Capitals, hosting the Capitals at the Grand. No, fuck it. I'm not even going to say it. The X, bro. Eventually, the X will fade from our minds, fade from our vocabulary. It always does. Like, I call Rogers Arena now in Vancouver. The days of the Pacific Coliseum and GM Place are far out of my memory, but it's going to take time. It'll always be the X me. I said the same thing about GM Place, Mike. Because when I really started watching the Vancouver Canucks was when they moved from the Pacific Coliseum. And within 4 years, man, Rogers Arena has just been imprinted now. The X is so much smoother than GM Place. And the X will definitely will stick for a while in my mind, but I'm interested to see if it will last as long as GM or some of these other arena names that have changed over the years. My favorite Minnesota Wild player is Quinn Hughes because he is strong like Seth Rollins from WWE. Twitter will always be X to me. You know what I was saying? I was saying Elon should have just sponsored the arena because then it would still be the X. Long live the Metrodome. So the Wild, I guess Minnesota hockey and Minnesota NHL hockey, old school is Metrodome. For Canucks fans is the Pacific Coliseum, where the Pacific Coliseum got a makeover, and that's where Vancouver's PWHL team, the Golden Eyes, which holy fuck, what a sick name, play now. And I love it. Now I have two PWHL teams to to keep track of. Now, I think because Vancouver didn't have a team when I started watching the PWHL, that I think I will forever be like a Frost first, because like I watched the Minnesota hockey team and the Frost play. The G spot, you know what? That is good. That is good. The Grand Casino Arena, the G spot. I don't mind that one. All right, puck is about to drop for the second period, by the way, guys. Or it has dropped, sorry, 30 seconds in, and we are back. Wild have it. My favorite is Matt Boldy because he's Matt fucking Boldy. Faber retrieves it back in his zone. Faber with it up the right side. Nice pass to get over the blue line. The Capitals are able to retrieve this one. Hughes on his man. Shot in front. Tried to set up a tip up in front of the net, but Gustafson on that one in the Wild. Able to force this one back into the Capital zone. Back and forth so far here. But neither of them able really to set up anything in the first minute of this second period. Few scores this period. Yo, chat, 50 push-ups. I just did a workout before doing this, but I 1846. I don't know if I can make it to 50 because crushed a pretty heavy workout today, but I'll do as many as I can. I think I can I'll probably. I'm like doubting myself. I'm like, I can do 50 push-ups. 1824. Stage fright's real though, dude. 1819. Wild, great job entering the zone. Tarasenko, man, he's just trying to get shots off from the slot now. This is the Tarasenko that the Wild wanted. He gets his pocket picked there, but doing the right things. Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome was downtown. Twins and Vikings played in the Metrodome. Stars played in the Met, which is the Metropolitan Sports Center in Bloomington. Okay, I've actually never even gone to see that yet. Me being the hockey, I've toured Rhymesayers Studios, but I haven't gone to the Metropolitan Sports Center. What is wrong with me? I heard the Metrodome was way better for fucking tailgating too, because it's tough to tailgate downtown where US Bank is now. And it's kind of like I'm going to throw it to a CFL comparison here. Wild win the faceoff in the Capital zone. The Capitals retrieve it behind the net and are breaking out as well. Vancouver built a 60+ thousand seater arena for CFL football and MLS right downtown near where the Canucks play. Nowhere to tailgate because you live like the road ends in front of the fucking stadium. And there's like underground parking and shit. So like that sucks. I think Lions Field's where they played in like the 70s and 80s, and like that only seated like 10,000. So 1731, right side by, did I just say right hand? Right side by Hughes. Dude, sometimes the MMA and fucking hockey just intertwine. I'll say sometimes periods in hockey or when I'm doing MMA streams, I just said right hand when I meant to say right side here in this hockey. And Capital send it back to their blue line. Looking for a lane shot, goes right and wide, and Wilder able to retrieve it, but some good it's good poke checking by the Capitals, and they throw a big hit, but just getting out of the way. Hughes with it. Duhaime, you guys just heard from him. Check out the full interview. I linked it in the chat. He's the one throwing his body around here. Airfield Dome arrow was dope. Oh, and here we go. 2-on-1. We'll go over the backhand. Unable to get it. And here comes the Capitals now. They dump it in, but able to get it in, actually. Yeah, Pitlick with speed there, but couldn't get it done. And Capitals now send it back to the blue line. Washington shot. That gets through, and a great save by Gus, man. Bro, what is up, dude? Daddy Ovi showed up in town, and Creel gets a haircut. Senko turns the clock back. Looks like they're trying to be on their best behavior. Dude, they got a straight-up Russian line. Trenyan, friggin' Yurov. And, of course, we're just looking at that shot by Pitlick. Oh, my goodness. Dude, that was nice. That was actually really nice. 13 shots with the Capitals, 10 for the Wild. Yeah, Tarasenko, Trenyan, and Urov. I know Hines has been putting Kaprizov on that line too a little bit, kind of double shifting him, but still. Oh, not when it's Ovechkin. Not when it's Ovechkin. 1607. I mean, he is a certified unk too, but he has daddied every single player and goalie in the league, so. BC Place always looks cool when my riders head to Vancouver. It is awesome, man. To see concerts there or soccer games or football games is a vibe. Football games in the playoffs. Football games in the regular season aren't really much of a vibe because it's pretty empty, but playoffs is always good. But no, it is super cool. I've gone to some insane MLS games there and some gnarly concerts. Oh, shot from the blue line, but that doesn't get through. That was a big one, though. 15:30. Capitals now. Have to retrieve it back and neutralize. Wild end up making a change, and they needed that. Can't hold the zone, though, and Capitals are going to send it back down the ice. And Minnesota with a pass up the neutral zone. Kaprizov tries to get a shot on. That doesn't get through. Bounces to the right, and the Capitals with it. Capitals nice backhand pass to center, but no one able to retrieve that bouncing puck. And here come the Wild. Kaprizov backhand pass to center, but that bounces off a stick and goes up and wide. Battling forward in the corner now. Both teams. Wild back with the possession. Try to find a short pass in front of the net. And literally Boldy running into one of his own players there. They end up falling down. Puck back to neutral ice. Back down all the way. Gus is enforced to play it a little bit here. Man, this is some fun hockey here tonight. Guy Boucher, former head coach of the Ottawa Senators, now head coach. Yeah. He's been coaching Omps, I think, for a few years. Guy Boucher, man, with that crazy scar on his cheek, he looks like a Bond villain. Saw Motley Crue at the Met Center, 1987. Girls. Nice. I saw Iron Maiden and Megadeth at the Saddle Dome, and it fucking sucked, bro, because the Saddle Dome is the worst arena for music ever made. It's a saddle. The crazy Calgarian Cowboys, bro, for the Olympics and for the Calgary Flames, built an arena shaped as a saddle. It is the worst acoustics ever. And their beer is straight poison. No complaints, but it's straight poison. They say it's 4%. It's got to be like 15. There's articles about it. Look them up. They're called the Dome Foams. They mess you up. Dome Foams. The heroin beers. 13:54. Another whistle, and we should get a face-off at center? I know, man. The net is right there. All right, first TV timeout of the period at 13:54. Why did I spell second? No. Oh my God. I'm watching on ESPN. And I thought I would never have to see this commercial break shit again, but alas, here it is. No. By the way, for those who follow my my other channel, the City Life Project, I posted a new video today. You guys should go and check it out. Whoops. Raw totals already have Hughes and Fabers at 12 minutes. If Hines could get away with it, he would ignore his third line completely, right? Enemy with Brodin and Bogosian out. He kind of has to. I hope not, sis. Caps coming out hard in the second. That they are. It's been a really good period. Breaking all the rules. I call it, let's be honest. On YouTube, I didn't break any rules. No rules were broken on YouTube. Outside of YouTube, it's just called helping the homies out. Right? Still a 1-0 game, guys. Still a 1-0 game, and we still don't have a poll question. Let me get a poll question up. Mm. All right. Can we just all manifest the Thompson trade into existence? God, I just don't think they have enough to get him, man. Jared McCann. Don't have to pay much to get him, and I think there's still a high ceiling with him. He's only, what, 29? I know O'Reilly's older, but you wouldn't have to pay a lot to get him, and you could get a lot of it out of him as well. I just think, like, we might have to wait another year for one more prospect to pop a little bit more before there's enough value to really dangle something. I think O'Reilly's actually realistic. We talked about that on last night's show too, Tanner. Judd's Buds. Here, I'll link it in the chat for you. All right, we're back 13-17, and Faber to Tarasenko in front of the net, and there's a rebound. Dude, Tarasenko's been buzzing tonight. 13:08. I mean, dude, the Russian kids have been buzzing tonight. Well, I say kids. Who am I, Dana White? The Russians have been buzzing tonight. Going up against Ovi. 12:50. At center ice, puck bounces up. And Wild having a tough time getting out of their zone. Good forecheck here by the Capitals. All right, through center. Here come the Wild. Hartman shot. That goes up and out of play. And we're going to have another whistle. First period seemed like there was a lot more flow to it where, man, this one, it's been back and forth, and the Capitals really forechecking well and checking a lot harder than the first period. What was I doing? Yes, yesterday's show. My heart wants Thompson, but mine says O'Reilly. 12-13, a nice face-off win by the Wild. Or if Calgary keeps some cap, maybe Nazem Kadri. If Calgary keeps a little cap, 12-15. But again, do the Wild even have the assets to be able to make a trade where they can keep cap? Probably not. Because we gave them all to Vancouver, which is fine because we got Quinn motherfucking Hughes, which good pressure from the Wild here now, but blocked shot by the Capitals. Couldn't keep this puck in the zone, and it's going to trickle all the way down. Missed the body completely, but again, the Capitals are just throwing theirs around. Oh, man, he's so good. So good. I don't know how you cannot be a fan of Kadri. Doesn't get hurt. Has so much dog in him. Can score. Doesn't seem like he's slowing down much. But again, at 35. Oh, left side in alone, and a great save by Gustin. Another great glove save. Again, at his contract and age right now, without the Calgary Flames holding any cap, not really interested, but Nazem Kadri's an amazing player. We need a fight. Once the scoring opens up a little bit, we might see someone throw hands. I mean, Foligno hasn't played in so long. We got to see at least a Superman punch attempt by him. Sick pass. I love the Minnesota Wild goal song personally. You make me want to show. Hey, hey. 11:24. I feel like Washington's going to score this period. Momentum swinging, but they've definitely been the more physical team by the eye test. Oh, and a shot. Center knocked away by the Wild, and Capitals don't get a clean one through. Capitals still with it, right to the right of Gustafsson, sends it back to the blue line. Shot that doesn't get through. Now left side on the left wall. Hughes defending the big boy, dude. They look like two complete weight classes, a heavyweight and a freaking featherweight there. Hughes defending Protus. I really liked Shout the first year, but I'm so sick of it now. I love it. But I've loved that song for a long time. I remember even when I graduated in high school, when like I got my diploma and stuff, my buddy unplugged the music. He plugged in my iPod and it was that song. And I made quite the ruckus as I ran off the stage. And I mean, just like Wedding Crashers, bro. That's straight like we fucking you music. Hey, hey. Do you know they play for the city where the leader of NATO lives? I have no idea who the leader of NATO is. Mark Rutte? Former Prime Minister of the Netherlands. Huh. All right. All right. Face off. Won by the Wild, and the Wild come to neutral zone with speed. They dump it in the corner. Boldy gets knocked off. 10 minutes, and here come the Capitals in the neutral zone. And the Wild now trying to throw some bodies. Boldy misses with a hit, not necessarily a shot there in the neutral zone. Here come the Capitals left side. So they're getting in the Wild's head a little bit here as the Wild are starting to throw the body around. Again, big shout to everyone in the live chat. Smash that like button if you haven't already. 449, Kaprizov trying to make a cross ice pass to get this out of the zone, but the Capitals pressure it in. Capitals left corner, left wall, back to the corner. Protus, Wilson to the blue line, shot, and another glove save. That glove, man, no one's going to get past it. No one is going to get past it tonight. Gus Bus, that left glove, man. We're going to have a TV timeout at 9:33. He just sounds like a hero. Does he want the wall of St. Paul, though? That is the real question. Or was I looking at hits? 14-9. Okay, so the Capitals have been throwing the body around, but missing. Oh, their forecheck has been good. Honk, honk, beep, beep, honk. Watching for the spread talk. Well, then you are in the wrong freaking chat. His glove is a black hole. Like my... Jeez. All right, another TV timeout here. We were blessed with the commercial break. Mark is the LeBron of friending NATO. What the hell? Let's take a look at the box score here. Someone mentioned time on ice for the top defenseman. I know Kaprizov, he's been double shift a couple of times as well, so he's been crushing a lot of the ice time. Yeah, Kaprizov, just under 10. Faber, 14. And yeah, Faber and Hughes have 14-28 apiece. Damn. Spurgeon, 11. And Yuracek and Matt Kierstead. They got 7. Dude, yeah, Hughes and Faber are going to play fucking 30 minutes tonight. Like Minnesota Wild, old goal song is the crowd chant by Joe Satriani. That one was pretty sick too. I didn't watch the Wild much when that was their goal song, but I do love that song as a guitar player myself. Did I just say round 2? Period number 2 continues 9:22. So like I said, sometimes it crosses over. Capitals come through the neutral zone up the left side. Unable to hold possession. Puck goes behind the net. Gustafsson plays it to Faber. Faber sends it up and unable to complete that pass. Capitals retreat. I liked when Let's Go Crazy was our goal song. 8:55. I forget. There was an international team that used that. Oh, and a nice shot by Jacob Chikrin and a great save by Gustafsson. I only gambled the middle school swim meets. Denial's kids just carrying cash to all the parents. They got knives on their feet, so no, sis. I never thought I'd be a Michelob Ultra guy, but here we are. I know I mean, honestly, the only reason I have Sapporo is because there was a Japanese show recently that I did, like, covered on the MMA channel. Well, to you guys, the MMA channel. To me, not a real MMA channel, but anyways. And I tried to get some Japanese whiskey at the local liquor store. They had nothing. All they had was Sapporo. So I was like, fuck, I need some Japanese drink. So I settled for Sapporo. Which is probably brewed in Minnesota. Let's be perfectly honest. 8:34. You being just as special, I think. I wouldn't put it past you. You got to be... Okay, I got to stop. 8:17. I'm not surprised, Denial is what I'm saying. Pressure here by the Wild. Short pass in front, Foligno. And we're going to have a whistle. And Wild going to do power play here. Guessing? Hooking. I was going to say hooking or slashing because we had sticks flying everywhere. Here we go. First power play looked good. No points, no goals. But man, Hughes just gives it an extra gear. Oh, dude, that's such a great movie. When the fuck did we get ice cream? One of the best lines. All right, here we go. Wild with it. Back to the blue line. Quinn Hughes. Left side, Tarasenko. Trying to find Kaprizov at center, and the puck goes back to Hughes. Hughes. Tarasenko. Shot outside the right circle, and Hughes gets it back at the blue line. Boldy. Back to Hughes. Hughes tried to spring Tarasenko in a deflection, but that goes up and wide. 131. Man, I gotta watch that movie again. It's a good one. 7:37 remaining in the second period. 1:31 remaining on the power play. Boldy with it. Back to Hughes. Hughes shot through. Doesn't get through, but damn, what a shot. And friggin' Lindgren was falling over himself there. Oh, nice pass back to Boldy. Back to Hughes. Back to Boldy. Shot. Back to Tarasenko. Hughes shot. Rebound. Score! Quinn motherfucking Hughes. Rebound. Kaprizov puts it in. And is he not now the franchise leader in power play goals? Let's go, baby. Let's go. And this is the closest one, too. The Minnesota Wild team are like Germanic tribes. Wait, what the fuck? Who's going to benefit the most from having Quinn Hughes? And he said, I think it's going to be Eriksson Ek that gets the most points because the puck's going to get to the... Yo, is this Jay? Did Jay find us on a new account? Yo, you need to chill, bro. Capri-Sun! Wait, are they challenging it because of a friggin' high stick? Or let's see if I can find something. Got my Hughes assist. I'm happy. frig off, okay? I guess they were looking maybe for a high stick. I don't know. Anyways, we're back at it. 7:04. There you go. That you did. That you did. The Ottawa Senators teams are like the Romans, the local mall cop. He is Paul Blart, but the MMA version. Here comes the boom. John was a better movie than The Smashing Machine. 6:35. Foligno with it behind the net. Able to keep this puck in. Back to center. Kubel backhand. Doesn't get through. Good job here by the third line. Faber. Back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon, Hartman. Doesn't get through, but a shot and save by Charlie. I actually haven't yet. I wanted to go see it in theaters, but I didn't want to go to the movies alone. And it's hard to find a Smashing Machine date in the movie variety. Boom. Speaking of Mall Cop, how good of an actor is Kevin James? I loved King of Queens, okay? All right. Face off for the Wild here. I'm just refreshing mine anyways, because every now and then it just pauses. King of Queens was so good. Dude. It was one of those where like I never watched it like in sequence, but whenever it was on TV, better believe I fired it up. You better believed I fired it up. Speaking of being fired up, I'm fired up right now, man. What a power play. Quinn Hughes just absolutely buzzing out there. And what a way to end this second period. I know we're coming to a close here. What a way to close out the second period, a second period where the Capitals were honestly pressuring them and getting a lot of shots off. I thought they were out hitting them, not necessarily out hitting them, but their forecheck was damn good and just being a lot more noticeable. I was scared for a little bit. I was like, are the Capitals going to be, or are they going to run away or start to run away with it like they did in the last game? But 5 minutes left in this second period, and the Wild have regained some momentum. And speaking of, they do enter the Capitals zone, but gets friggin' hit hard. I didn't see who that was, but man, he got rocked. Oh, and there's a nice hit by the Wild in return. Great hockey game, man. Great hockey game. Wild up the right side, Tarasenko, and this one's going to be offside. George Lopez, Roseanne, home improvement role. Everybody loves Raymond. I liked more than George Lopez. The grandpa who played the young Frankenstein was awesome. Ilya Rozanov sends his congrats to his long lost brother. If you know, you know. Kevin James is the LeBron James of being the white LeBron James of acting. Yeah, I think I have like the first 4 seasons on DVD. Oh, and like his brother too is hilarious. Yeah, that show was good. Grounded for Life. I don't think I've ever seen that. We're another TV timeout, by the way, guys. I don't think I've seen a single episode of this show. But so that must be a deep cut. You know what show is overrated? Breaking Bad. Agreed. You know what show is not overrated? Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul was way better than Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul is one of my favorite shows I've ever seen, and I wasn't a big Breaking Bad guy. I finished Breaking Bad last year. Like, I watched like probably the first 3 seasons a lot growing up. I finally finished it last year, and I was like, all right, it's pretty good. The last season was good. I liked the ending. But I watched Better Call Saul, and I was like, holy fuck, he's just such a better character than Walt and Jesse, who I did not give a shit about after season 3. Landman is really good. I've heard good things. During TV timeouts, we talk TV or food. College team Joe Hendry. Because I believe I learned who that guy was and that song last year on the last channel. I think Sis might have showed it to me. Have you seen the Netflix series Barbarians, Minnesota Wild Teams, Germanic Tribes, and Ottawa Senators Roman? No, I haven't. I didn't watch all of Breaking Bad until last year. I loved the first 4 seasons of Weeds, man. You know what? I don't even... maybe it was even 5. I don't remember when I stopped watching Weeds. But yeah, I enjoyed the first few seasons of Weeds a lot as well. Narcos is so good. Narcos is so good. Until Pablo dies, and then who gives a fuck? Oh! Nice shot by Tarasenko, who's, again, just been absolutely buzzing here tonight. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Dude, it's so good. It's different. And, like, the first season's going to be a trip because it's not the same show, but I'm telling you, bro. Stick with it like Mad Men. It's better than Mad Men. 4 minutes. And Mad Men, I think, is a masterpiece. I think Mad Men's better than Sopranos, personally. Nice backhand, corner. Nice pass to center. Shot, rebound. Wild can't get that secondary shot, but Capitals pressuring through the neutral zone. They dump and get a change. We finished Breaking Bad yesterday. I was done early season 3. Hated Skylar and her dumbass sister Elements. I think, though, it's good writing because, like, obviously it did its job because we were supposed to hate them. I just didn't care about Jesse or Walt, man. My favorite character was Jimmy. I mean, Saul Goodman. But in Breaking Bad, his real name's Jimmy. So that was my favorite character, and I got a whole show on my favorite character. That arguably is just as good or better writing, so. Yeah, I've seen Narcos. It's awesome. The Lonely Pablo is a goated meme. Right shot by Eck, and that bounces right back to him. He sends it back to the blue line. 2 guys on him now, and the Capitals send it cross ice. Hughes back to Faber. God, what a 43-7, man. Boldy up through center, try to backhand pass, doesn't get it, but he's still on it. Boldy, tried to go for the backhand, but ends up falling in the net. And we might have a penalty. Boldy drawing the tripping. Let's go, baby. Black Sails. Okay. She's a Washington Capitals fan. Chikrin getting the penalty too. I mean, I loved The Sopranos, but like I think The Wire and Mad Men are better. I'll say it now. Let's go. We got an XL Energy power play. And I'm serious. It is an XL Energy power play. No, there's a brewery back in Nanaimo called White Sails. I never watched Oz, but The Wire's fucking awesome. Dude, that show's so old, they got pages. All right, Minnesota has it. Boldy unable to take that pass on the right side, retrieves it, but pressure from the Capitals. 2-on-1, battling. 2-on-2 now. Eck, reinforcements up on that left wall. You mean White Rails? I think there's a vlog on my City Life channel of Shane and I going to White Sails. And the puck was tied up under, was that Boldy? And we're going to get a whistle. All right, that guy's got some accent aigus in his name. He's got to be from France. Man, that was dangerous. Glad Boldy's okay. God, do you remember when that, I forget his name. He was a small Swede. Linus Carlson, maybe? This small Swede. Yo, what's up, Vince? Good to see you. Yo, Vince, come in our YouTube chat. It's buzzing. The president of Minnesota sports himself. Vince, I got some whiskey, bro, with your name on it. Oh, shot by Tarasenko again from the slot and a save, but like, man, he's just been setting up there like Ovi sets up in his office. Senko got close there. He's been really, he's probably been on Twitter seeing us bitch about his play, and he's like, you know what? What's a rub off mean? I need to get my play going again.
Sorry, Wei, how much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Okay.
No, not Laura, but goddamn suspenders every fucking broadcast, baby. 1:44 remaining in the second period. 1 minute remaining in the Wild power play. Reminder, we're going to have a guest for the second period. And this is onside for the Wild. Hughes getting back to position as the Capitals come in. Kaprizov with it behind the net. Kaprizov back to Eck. Eck to Hughes. Hughes. Pass to the right side. Wild gain the zone, but Capitals send it right back down, and Gustafson retrieves it. 27 seconds remaining in the power play. Hughes through center, dumps it in. Wild in the corner, back to the blue line, and Hughes was unable, or Faber was unable to get to it. Well, 10 seconds left in the power play. Final minute remaining in this second period. Shot by Faber. That doesn't get through, but it does trickle into the corner. Back behind the net. Hartman with it at the circle. Hartman at center slot. Shot. Nice save by Lindgren. They're going into the zone really sloppy. It's absolutely nuts. Nobody in the streams asked for, at least for real. Because Minnesota fans have been dicked around so much throughout the years that everybody knows where to watch their games now. I give more credit to the Capitals than being critical of the Wild. They've been insane with their pressure, both 5-on-5 and on their penalty kill here today. Because once the Wild are in the zone, then they're going to work and looking pretty good, but you're totally right. 5-on-5, they've been struggling a little bit too, Chubbs. 20 seconds. I don't even know what you're talking about now. 10 seconds. YouTube agreed with me, boys. YouTube agreed with me. We're great. We're gravy. We're gravy. One last shot here by the Capitals, perhaps. Right in front of Gustin. No one able to poke it home, and that's going to do it for period number 2. Again, if you guys missed yesterday's episode of Judd's Buds, you can find it wherever you get your podcast from. Dude, the Russian players are dominating. There you go. There you go. That is not a link, guys. That is the link to that is not a Russian link. That is a link to yesterday's episode of Judd's Buds. It is also available via podcasts wherever you get your podcast from. And if you missed it, Brandon Duhaime joined the Fellowship of the Rink show on Monday. If you want that full episode, it is here in the chat as well. Your favorite language is Italian. How many languages do you speak? What's your thoughts on Hughes so far? Had a goal in his first game, wearing a Wild sweater, and had 2 on the season. I think he can score some serious goals here. He does have an underrated shot. And he's got an assist tonight. So I think he's looking awesome. And he's only going to continue to look better once he's comfortable reading guys. Like him and Kaprizov still, aren't on the same wavelength yet, but him and Faber starting to play well together. And he looks really good quarterbacking that power play. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. And then we're going to bring on, I say our second guest because we had Brandon Duhaime on the show. We had an interview with Brandon Duhaime on the show, which I know the Hockey Troll has watched already. He's smiling in the back and be like, oh shit, I better listen to that podcast episode. But on the other side, we'll be back with the Hockey Troll, host of the Caps Chirp podcast. I think the longest standing Washington Capitals hockey podcast out there. We're going to bring him on to talk about this game, the second period, just the Capitals at large, because they're having a hell of a season again. And we're going to try to convince him to come out here for World Juniors in a couple of weeks. Anyways, back on the other side, we'll have a Hockey Troll from Caps Chirp to talk about this game and tee up the third period.
Zamboni's on 7th Restaurant and Bar at 174 West 7th Street, right across the street from Grand Casino Arena. We're going to keep calling it the X. More than just your go-to spot before, during, and after all your favorite downtown events, Zamboni's on 7th is now your spot for late-night downtown eats. On game days, event days, and plain old regular days, Tuesday through Saturday. Zamboni's on 7th is now serving their delicious tavern-style pizza, as well as fried specialties late into the night. Check out their menu online at zambonison7th.com or stop by for a few beers, cocktails, or sodas and dig in. Zamboni's on 7th. Before, during, and after. Way after.
And we are back live here with the Hockey Troll himself, host of the Caps Chirp podcast. What's going on, buddy?
What up, man? Thanks for having me on. Sick get with Brandon Duhaime there. That's a good one.
Dude, what a beauty. I mean, he was one of my favorite Wild players when he was here. And I know, like, he instantly became a fan favorite with you guys. So let's just start there. Like, how loved is Brandon Duhaime and how important is he to your guys' team?
I love him. I think that kind of like the Wild, that fan base really appreciates, like, DC's fan base really appreciates a guy who will go in and bang. He's versatile too, right? He's not just a fourth line meathead. He's got some finishing ability, and of course he'll fight, which is instantly that's how you become popular in DC, if you can fight and if you will fight. He's a big piece. Him and Dowd are like the power couple, I think, on the Caps.
I can't believe Vic Dowd's still in the league. I remember, and he's still playing well. Like, that's what's crazy, because he's 35, 36 now. But like,
oh yeah,
you don't see those grinding type players usually last that long or find those jobs, because there's usually younger grinding type players like a Duhaime who snatch those jobs, and if they don't want to grind it out in the AHL, they usually hang it up. So that is cool to see that he's still playing at this level.
I mean, kind of like, Nick Dowd, I think, isn't going to go the Jay Beagle route and get paid by someone else. I think he's probably
the Stanley Cup helped Jay Beagle get that. What was it, 3x3 or 4 mil or whatever it was in Vancouver, which I will always love. Jay Beagle, one of the greatest hockey players of all time, ECHL champ, AHL champ, and Stanley Cup champion, best face-off guy in the game next to Manny Malhotra. But yeah, 3-4 million for Jay Beagle was absurd.
Especially at the age, but you know what? He deserved it. Talk about paying for past performance. But those guys, those lunch pail guys that are like just reliable as hell, you gotta love them, man. They're not ringing it up every night, but you can tell that they're giving it their all, which is amazing. And Brandon Duhaime is right in there, and obviously his antics fit right in with the locker room, with the pranking and just being just a funny character for sure, to put it lightly.
Yeah, he was saying on the show that he was hoping that Fleury would not be at the game, or that maybe he would have to, like, I don't know, help facilitate some distraction to keep him away from the game because he was just scared that he was going to get pranked.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh man!
Yeah,
All right, well, let's talk about this game before we jump into just a little bit about the Capitals this season. And thanks for jumping on again. I know you jumped on the last time we played the Capitals, and I just so happened the schedule worked out. I just so happened to be able to cover both of the games. Obviously, I'm a huge Ovechkin fan, and that first Capitals wave. Mike Green, Alzner, Semin, like when Ovi came in with all those guys and Bruce came in from Hershey as well, I followed the Capitals so much, as you know. So this team does have a special place in my heart. So when I do watch them play Vancouver or the Wild, I just get to enjoy the game, because at the end of the day, I have a rooting interest in the Wild, Sota pod, whatever. But like, if I get to see good hockey between these teams, then I'm happy. What are you seeing in this game thus far?
I mean, I think that Faviari can opener call is absolute horseshit. I don't know what that ref was doing. I can understand, like, if he fell or something, or if he even affected the play, but that's got to be like one of the softest calls I've ever seen in my life. So
the refs have been calling everything, it seems like.
Yeah, you're getting a gift there, and a good bury by Tarasenko in the first. It's just not been going the Caps' way. I think that, and credit to Gustafsson, he's standing on his head. The Wild are doing a really good job of limiting shots in close. Everything that Gustafsson has to stop is right at his chest. Under duress, all those shots are taken, right? Anything high danger. So great defensive game by the Wild, and I saw Quinn Hughes do his patented, like, chill out behind the net and then just crank off like a 100-foot pass for a breakaway. That almost was really bad. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a tough road, bad couple games against Carolina and Winnipeg for the Caps. But as far as this game goes, we knew that the hype was there. Quinn Hughes coming in, and I'm going to be honest, I'm glad the Caps missed out on Quinn Hughes. I think that the Wild paid an absolute bundle for him. But, I mean, look at you, Ish. You're
best case Ontario for me.
Right? It's a win-win. Like, both your teams get what they want out of this. This is nuts.
And because I've been covering the Wild and watched the players who were sent to Vancouver, unlike the Vancouver's fan base that kind of freaked out, and understandably, they're like, we don't know what the fuck Ogren is, and like, is he really that good? And I was like, guys, like, you got the best package that any NHL team would have sent you. And what I loved about is Billy Guerin, he was on Spit and Chicklets, so he's making the rounds, but I listened to it on Spit and Chicklets, and he said that when he was talking to Rutherford, they're just like, oh, like, what are you looking for Quinn Hughes? He's like, we're looking for a center, we're looking for a prospect, a defenseman, and a first. And Billy's like, I have those things. And he said that was the first offer. That was the first offer. Yeah.
I mean, he had to have known. And look, I mean, I think that there was also some chatter on Twitter that came out that, like, maybe some of the interest was a little overblown with the Caps to hype up the deal that finally got done. But it's a boatload. It's weird, though. Quinn Hughes has never scored more than 17 goals in a season his entire career. Now, his assist numbers are absolutely banana lands, right? They're fucking
his assist
insane,
numbers on a team in Vancouver who really only had 2-3 main scorers. Now, do the Wild right now have anybody outside of Kaprizov and Boldy? Well, Tarasenko and Johansson sometimes. I think once the Wild are healthy, and again, no NHL team is healthy all the time, but more than having 6-7 roster guys out, I think he will have opportunities, especially on their power play, to find the back of the net.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, Quinn Hughes he's inevitable, right? He's going to get his points. He's going to help his team. Do you think they're going to be able to sign him though?
I mean, I don't know.
You think so?
And again, he's only been with the team for, like, what is it now? A couple days. But right after the first game at the post fight, he's like, keeps all the MMA streaming and hockey streaming, just at the post game press conference, he was saying how he really respected and will always remember that Billy Guerin sacked up, his words, and traded the assets that, you know, he believed that he was worth. And he's like really respects that he like went all in and like traded these really good guys to acquire him. And he's like, I'm never going to forget that. After, you know, winning the players award, like the hat in the room, he was like, literally was quoted saying, like, there were so many other guys buzzing here tonight, but this is a sick team and I'm excited to be. So it just seems like right off the bat, he's excited to be here. It's a hockey market. He even said it's close to Michigan. And Jim Rutherford, he also admitted, he's like, I don't know how much I can say about this. He's like, but Jim Rutherford and I talked about places where I would want to go play. And I'm in Minnesota. So, you know, do the math.
Interesting. He must not really like his brothers that much. As much as New Jersey fans want to like push that narrative, maybe he just doesn't want to play with those bumps.
Well, maybe Jack doesn't, you know, want to be the worst Hughes brother.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't want to steal Luke's number. Maybe, you know, I think some, like, maybe in their 30s, that there might be a few games where they play together. I mean, 3 out of the 4 stalls, you know, suited up together on the same line, no less, in Carolina at one point. So, like, it's possible. I think we read way too much in the narrative. Do I think some brothers obviously want to play together? Yeah. But I think Hughes is kind of the odd one out of those 3 too. I think he's the staring out into space, some other universe, and more of a hockey nerd. We were joking on Judd's Buds yesterday. I was on with Hoppy, some old school Sota pod style podcasting. And I was like, Quinn is the type of brother who's like watching like triple screen hockey at the end of the night. And Jack calls him and goes, yo, I just want to date with Tate McRae. And Quinn goes, who the fuck is Tate McRae?
That's
just kind of how I see him. You know, he's just like, I love hockey, and he probably plays video games, I imagine. I don't know, he just seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah, but, no. I think you're right on with that one, man. I think that's a good one. But yeah, so.
But hey, I did see in the second period, I thought the Capitals really started to gain a little bit more momentum. I think in the first period, despite the Wild being up 2 goals and despite the Wild scoring, I do think it was like back and forth action. Your guys' penalty kill has been great. Someone in the chat said it's the Wild have looked really sloppy gaining the zone. Well, they've been looking sloppy gaining the zone 5-on-5 and on the power play, especially. Once they're in the zone, they've been able to set up and get some scoring chances. But like, what have you saw in the second period that you like and want to see they continue to do in the third?
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that the Washington Capitals have some aspirations for the postseason, and I think that they absolutely deserve to be there. So, you know, they're gonna be pushing hard after having this kind of 2-3 game bed shitting, if you will. The big thing I think that for them is that, you know, the Washington Capitals and Spencer Carberry's system get the puck out quickly. They can on 5-on-5 get it into the zone quickly as well, and then they can control the puck. You know, if this was box lacrosse or just lacrosse in general, they look like a lacrosse team in their possession. Now in hockey, though, of course, possession is all about, you know, shot attempts and attempts on net and shots on goal, right? So while the Washington Capitals may control play and dictate momentum and have the puck a lot, I think sometimes they struggle with the finish. And maybe that's because I'm so used to watching them have the puck all the time, be able to like basically dictate play that way. It's harder to put the puck in the back of the net than like kind of have it around the perimeter and pass it around. So I think that the Caps look really good this game. I don't think that they're down and out. They haven't been a comeback team, but just a year ago, they were the comeback team.
Yeah.
So, you know, it'd be great to see them come back, get the dub here, or at least push to OT, get a loser point. You know, anything that we can do to get points at this point, which is crazy to say. It's not even like the season's like not even half over, but the Metropolitan is such a bloodbath that
it really is, because like I think the Capitals are a really good team. You look at all the players, it's like, yeah, the guys who are supposed to be scoring are scoring. Ovi's buzzing, Protoss is buzzing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you know, guys like Connor McMichael just need to find the groove. He's so close, night in, night out. And he was one of the guys that was going to be sent for Quinn Hughes. I'm glad, again, that didn't happen, along with Cole Hudson. But, you know, yeah, so they, you know, were a little banged up too. Ryan Leonard leaving just as this kid was really just starting to like feel himself in the league. He gets Jacob Trouba out of the game. with some sort of shoulder injury.
What a piece of shit, man.
I don't get it. I mean, okay, fine. Sorry, my vacuum's going off. But I don't see how you don't call at least a minor there. I mean, defenseless, whatever. It did hit him in the face. I mean, the old school guy in me is like, okay, well, it's kind of clean. It's borderline. But if the league would ever just take player safety fucking seriously, then it would. When
it's like he if they called everything he did, he would be a repeater offender, but he's not in that realm yet because like he just gets away with so much.
I know. And he plays on the edge. He does a good job of playing on the edge, whatever. I think that, but here's another thing, who do the Ducks have that it's really a tough guy? I think that they've gotten tougher over the past couple of years with Trouba, with like a veteran like Kreider, not to say that he's tough or anything, but like having that kind of physical presence.
Yeah, he plays more of a two-way game.
Right. And so now you've got, they're coming to DC before the end of the season. I fully expect a target to be on Jacob Trouba's head. And I think that, he's going to be paying for every inch of ice with a pound of flesh. So that being said, we're a little banged up, and we're trying to figure some stuff out. We're starting to cycle in this Bogdan Trineyev, who wears a number fucking 87, which is kind of a.
Oh yeah, is he from France or Quebec?
Trineyev.
Yeah, I saw there's some accent aigus in his name, and I was like, I don't know if he's French or Quebec French.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was
because like
Russian.
it's not. It seems like a French name. It's not like a Leverrier or some just dirty ass fucking Quebec shit. It's like it sounds too fancy to be from Quebec. I'm just asking because like France, is he going to the Olympics? Like, like who the hell is going to the Olympics for France? Like they took Russia's spot, right?
Right, I think so.
And like, is Bolivier even playing hockey anymore? Like,
wait, hold on. No, yeah, Triniyev's Russian, bro. He's Russian.
What?
Yeah.
He must have some like Russian or French dad or something. I don't know. But anyways, final words as Puckja is about to drop for the third period. This was awesome. Hey, anytime you want to jump on, even for like World Juniors or Olympics coverage, whether you're here in Minnesota or abroad, we love having you on, man. I know for those who don't know, been working with or collaborating with Mr. Hockey Troll here for like 6-7 years in the podcast space. Before we get our game coverage back, just shout out your channel, shout out your podcast and anything you're working on.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Of course, always a good time. You can find me at Hockey Trollin with an IN. You can find the Caps Chirp podcast, the official Caps Chirp podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Everywhere you can find podcasts. We're just down to Monday releases. We'll drop the occasional Thursday episode as well. And just at Caps Chirp on all social. And Ish, man, thanks a lot. Keep fighting the good fight, and hopefully the Caps got a comeback in them in this third.
Oh hell yeah, man! And if you do hit up Minnesota for any of this World Junior action, let me know because beers are on me.
Yeah, you're my first call, big dog.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
The Caps Chirp podcast, my friend, the Hockey Troll, ladies and gentlemen. Always fun to bring him on. Always fun just to bring on other guests throughout these intermissions as well. If I don't get a guest, I'm just going to lean on Hoppy and Joe Smith's interviews. So there you go. But anyways, third period, ladies and gentlemen. Off to a start. Yeah, but France ain't the host team. Italy's the host team. Goodbye, fellow Team NATO member. 2-0 for the Wild at 18:51. And the Capitals send it back into their own zone and some pressure by the Wild. Unable to get possession back, but do knock their check off the puck. Here comes the Wild. Ovi tries to send it to the right. Ovi gets his pocket picked. Ovi tried a spinning friggin' back fist on whoever he was checking there. My God. Ovechkin gets it back to the blue line. Ovechkin with a backhand pass to center. Nobody there. Ovi getting in his office. Shot from the blue line. That doesn't get through. Italy, haven't you heard about the clusterfuck? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No, France won the play-in tournament to get Russia's spot. I watched the play-in tournament last summer, Sean, okay? I may have forgot that Bo Horvat was with the Canucks longer than he was, but yeah, dude, it's Billy Guerin said he's not worried about it, but I think that's just him, saying the right thing. Who's the Michael Jordan of the NHL? Mario Lemieux. Nobody's won as many championships as him, though, as like a Jordan did, I don't think. Gretz won 3. Islanders won 3. Then the Warriors, Billy, after a few drinks. That is true. He was popping that expensive top shelf vino. Dude, Mario Lemieux, man, like beat cancer, came back, still dominated the league. Guerin's got 4. He's a legend. 17 minutes. 6-3 Oilers. Damn. Here comes Hughes up the left side. Drops it back. Fourth line. 4 checking. Yeah, just in hockey, it's so different than in basketball. Not all as a player, though. Okay. Well, that doesn't count. That's in a separate category, which is an impressive category, but that doesn't count. 1624. And that goes into the Minnesota bench. Choppy third period here. Is there any version of a big shot Bob in the NHL? Just a guy with like 5+ championships and 3+ teams. Who was just a suitcase? They're all with like the same fucking team, man. And they're all the Montreal Canadiens in the friggin' 40s. Red Kelly won 8 cups, 4 with Detroit, 4 with Toronto. $16.01. Nah, dude. Wayne Gretzky's the second best hockey player to ever play. Mario Lemieux could play with good pieces around him and dominate by himself. Gretzky, he went one-on-one to Lemieux. Lemieux beats him all day, every day. Lemieux's the better hockey player, baby. I think Lemieux didn't have cancer and all the injuries from holding the fucking Pittsburgh Penguins on their back. Franchise, payroll, management, and I guess not even kind of coaching at that point. Gretzky's the great one. Lemieux is the greatest one. Sidney Crosby's probably the best of our era. But Mario Lemieux is the best hockey player to have ever played. Trottier had 6, I guess. Didn't know he was a Penguin too. Maroon is the closest I could think. What a legend, man. I'm the big rig, and we're back to back. Fucking love Patrick Maroon. I remember when he was with the Ducks, and he was like, was it Ducks or Oilers or both? And he was like a power forward that they thought was going to score like 30 goals. And like I think he scored like 30, 40 points once. Maybe not 40, but I do remember like, okay, he's not just a grinder, but then went on the Justin Bufflin diet and won some Stanley Cups. So Adidas is a German brand. 1539 and Tarasenko. There it is again. There it is again from the slot. He's taken 5 shots from that spot. 2 have gone in, baby. 2 have gone in. St. Louis and Tampa ×2. Maroon won 3 straight. I'm the big rig. I just remember that drunken speech after I think the second Tampa, or after the first Tampa. Or it must have been the second Tampa because he said back-to-back. Jesus. Let's go. Tarasenko again. Let's freaking go, man. He has been buzzing. That Russian line has been buzzing. Hughes, did he set him up again? Hey. Was you never mind how we're wiping teams off the face of the planet, but did Tarasenko find the fountain of youth? I think he logged on Twitter for the first time and was like, oh no, people talking bad about me. And then was like, I better start playing better. I can't do accents, but in his thick Russian accent, what's the rub-off mean? And he has been absolutely tortured. And he's just been getting in that spot. And it's not going to work with every team, but it's working against the Capitals here tonight. So they will take it. They will take it. Vladdy, nice. Started playing off a credit card and they almost doubled my limit. Free money, boys. Oh my God. Let's get Vladdy the Hattie. That would be awesome. All right, 14:38. Shots 26 for the Wild, 20 for the Capitals. Vlad is Ovi made today. Sharks score within 2 minutes or 2 versus the Flames, huh? Skill one's on how bad would it be if the Wild found a way to lose this? Oh, that would be a monumental. I mean, worst lead in hockey, right? But it would be a pretty bad collapse. All right, face off, left of Lindgren. Sorry if I'm a little bit more behind. It just, she keeps fucking freezing. Oh, a tip in front of the net, but that doesn't get through. Nice pad save. Man, that would have been nice for Foligno in his return. 2 beautiful shots, 2 beautiful goals. Vladdy. Now you're speaking Sis's language. 14 minutes and Wild still on the blue line, but the Capitals force them into the center zone. Hartman lets Foligno get it. Foligno backhand pass, and Hartman just missed that tip in, but that was a beautiful play by the Moose. 13:52. I'm watching on ESPN, sis. In the corner. 13:36, and Washington gets it back. They send it down into the Wild zone. Gus has been playing the puck a lot here tonight. Hey, chat? And I can't believe we have over 60 people watching. You guys are amazing. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's freaking go. 13:19. I mean, it's just a freaking Quinn Hughes show now. Everyone just wants to get in on the Quinn Hughes action. Oh, good weaving and waving through neutral ice, but couldn't get over the blue line, and the Capitals come up the right side. 13:02. Sturm, Kierstead battling in the corner. Both them go down. Both them back up to their feet. Both them still battling for the puck. 12:51. Good job by Sturm getting it back to center. And here comes the Wild drop pass. Wilson comes up through center. Shot. Nice save by Gustafson. 12:25. McMichael on the left wasn't able to get that pass. Wild pounce on him. Wilson. And no rebound there as Gustafson covers that one up. Let's go. Dare I say the best Gus has looked all year. Oh, and look at that. Eck got high sticked or something. He's bleeding and he was going into a TV timeout. This is one of his best games for sure. There was a few really good games at the start of the season, man. And then the Wild kind of plummeted and he played good in some games and great enough to win them some games in others. You know, we'll let in a goal or two, but this game he has been absolutely solid. And you know what? Like Charlie on the other end, despite letting in 3 goals, he's had a good game too. Like this has just been a really solid hockey game overall. Echo the stick to the face, but are they going to call the penalty? Vladdy, 44th multi-goal game. Vladdy can do it all. Rule to follow through. Oh my goodness. I'm just so stoked to have
The
this.
right way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Oh, okay.
Petriangelo's face, man, is just priceless. Petriangelo's face is just priceless there. I love how they kept that, even though it's the FanDuel network now. Dude, the Blues team was and is a menace right now. They're a mess and a menace. No, but that Blues team that won the Stanley Cup, hell, the Blues they had a long run of being a really good team. But despite having a few young players to build around, this season ain't it. This season ain't it. Technically the right call. I have no issues with it. By the way, TJ Oshie on the Capitals broadcast. The Ottawa Senators, I don't think they're going to. But I mean, they have a pretty good defense. If I start playing NHL, do you think I could make it? I'll practice like 20 minutes a day. The game? Sure. The Shattenkirk days. Yep. Pietrangelo, Shattenkirk. Dude, they were a sick team, man. They were a sick team. And like they were competitive for a while, and even before they won the Stanley Cup. And funny about the Stanley Cup is they obviously bottomed out in the beginning of the season, right? All right, back at it. Back at it here. Also, aside from the post-lockout years, the Blues were almost, a yearly playoff team. And dare I say, a yearly contender? Brodeur made a cameo there. 11:46 in the Capitals bring it into the Wild Zone. David Backes, a young Ryan Reeves. Eurov's having a great game. Dude, that Russian line is unreal. They're all just angry. They're not able to go to the Olympics, so they're just playing like this is Olympic hockey right now. Have you ever skated before? To skate, to be able to play hockey will take a little while, but just to learn how to skate a couple times. Mad Russians. I didn't. Oh, and goal! Yurov gets it! Tarasenko to Yurov! This line is on fire! This line is on fire! The Halakness monster! This line is on fire, bro. Yurov, Trenin, and Tarasenko tonight, man. Oh my God, what a move by Tarasenko. What a move by Tarasenko through the legs. Look at this, look at this. Oh! 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 Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, dude. He's playing like Ovechkin via fucking 2005. 2007. Oh my God, that was nasty. God, I remember wanting Backes so bad. Then I saw the contract. Boston signed him too. And I was like, no thanks. That was insane, guys. That was absolutely insane. 4-0. And the hockey troll is definitely shotgunning a beer right now. What the fuck? That's the tweet. Tarasenko's fucking back, baby. Tarasenko is back. That's the poll question. Is Tarasenko freaking back? That was unreal, man. Yes, no, and what's a rub-off mean? There we go. We finally have the poll question. Fucking 3/4 of the way into the stream. I'm pretty sure I'm back. It's a hat trick. Yurov got the goal. Terry. So back. Only 9 minutes. Anything can happen, bro. All right, in the pass. Hughes, blue line. Hughes getting through everybody. Hughes, circle, sends the puck in front. Dude, he's the best skater in the league, dude. He's the best skater in the league. You see that shit? My goodness. 9 minutes and 53 seconds. Capitals bring it into the Wild zone. Backhand, but doesn't get it on net. That bounces to the right, and the Wild are going to send this forward. Still in the neutral zone. Wild complete their change. Is this the UFC? All right, Capitals finish their change. It was minus 50,000 before the fourth goal. Maybe I should delete that tweet about Senko being a money dump. Maybe this is fueling him. Oh, shot in. Nice save. All right, I think we're getting a TV timeout here, chat. All right, yeah, TV timeout. I don't even know who that is. Tarasenko and Yurov. Oh, this guy. I can't say I've ever heard any of his. He's a comedian. I've seen him sit front row UFC more than I've seen his comedy. 4-0 is ridiculous. Urban that double down. Tweet again. Oh, we're abusing the clip tonight, guys. Just like Vladdy abuses Sis back home.
Way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
I just looked him up. Yeah, I recognize him. So we what? 4 wins in a row, man. The Minnesota Wild are absolutely buzzing despite being decimated right now, like Vancouver style with injury. It's insane. They beat the Bruins 6-2. They beat the Senators 3-2. They beat the Stars 5-2. And they beat the Krasakin 4-1. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th straight win. Knock on wood. They don't absolutely implode here. Because if that's the case, the decision's rigged. Man. I have a friend who's like a huge Yurov fan. He hasn't been texting me anything. I gotta do a freaking health check on him. I gotta do a signed of life check. We ain't the Penguins. Again, big shout out to everyone in the chat here. On YouTube, you guys are amazing. Smash that like button, vote in the poll question. What a great game. I'm clearly not the curse. You hear that, Swerve? You hear that? Hot takes. I ain't the curse. 9:09, and we get a whistle in the neutral zone. Per NHL stats, Quinn Hughes' second period assist made him the second defenseman in Minnesota Wild history to register a point in each of his first 2 games with the franchise. Also, Cam Barker, legend himself, Cam Barker, 2 games played in 2009, 2010. Cam freaking Barker, dude. That is a guy who had such high fucking potential, or who the GMs thought had such high potential and just could not get it fucking done in the NHL. I'm pretty sure he played a stint in Edmonton, Vancouver. I think he literally tried and had a PTO with every freaking team in the league. 8:45 remaining in this third period. 28 shots for the Wild, 21 for the Capitals. And the Wild lead 4-0. And what a game for the Trenyan, Tarasenko, and Yurov line. What a game for Quinn Hughes. And what a game for Gus Bus, man. Losing at the neutral zone with the Wild. Good pressure by the Capitals. Wild get it back. Right side. Here comes Trenyan. I mean, the rest of the line changes, but he dumps it in. Capitals. Through center. Actually, nice center pass. Weave and wave and draw pass doesn't get through. Faber trying to get it out that right wall, but good pressure by the Capitals again, keeping this puck in the Wild zone. Hughes, one-on-one, sends it up the left side, or right side. Let's give me an OV goal for the kid in me. Just one, baby, just one. The Wild are also not letting the other team score and have a good time, bro. I think we're like 13-0 leading after 2. Shot from the blue line that does get through, but a great pad save by Gustafson. He saw homie jump and went, I got to get down. And it's going to go up and out of play. Capitals. Capitals really sponsored by TikTok. Capital One in TikTok. Yo, number 21 for the Capitals, guys. I believe he's 6. Is he 6'8"? Protoss? He's a fucking monster, dude. I truly think he's like that tall. 6'6". God damn. He's got 20 points on the season. 10 and 10. Yo, Wild fans who grew up in Minnesota. What's the record? And Yurichek's getting the hooking call. Capitals going on the power play. We denial. You might get your OV goal here. Last game they got 6. Yeah, little hook there by Yurichek. Yep, pulled him back right in front of the ref. I want to say overall Yurichek's been having a pretty good game, but it's been the Hughes and Faber show because I don't even know how many minutes Yurichek. How many minutes does Yurichek have on him right now? 12 minutes. Faber and Hughes, 25 apiece. Boldy, great pressure, sending that puck back into the Capitals zone. Capitals up the left side. Drop pass. Wild get it back, and they clear. All I know is Mr. Play when I want to himself, Gabrick, has all-time goals record. What if the Minnesota Wild... I think, didn't Kaprizov just tie it? Or pass it? What if the Minnesota Wild 25th anniversary jersey is becoming a new away? I wouldn't mind it. I have that jersey. But I have it like CCM. I have the old one. How many did they score against the Stars? You see that 1 year where they went down a couple goals early and stormed back. I want to say it was like 7 or... I want to say it was like 8, 7 or 8. I don't remember off the top of my head. That's what I'm saying. The hardcores in the chat will probably know that one. I guess I could just ask Google here, but... 46 seconds remaining in the power play, and the Capitals bring it into the Wild zone, but unable to set a big hit behind the net for the Wild as they separate the man from the puck and actually send this one up the left side. Wild shorthanded, shot goal! Shorthanded! Matt Boldy. Would it be anybody else? Matt Boldy shorthanded, no fucking empty netter. No fucking empty netter needed. 5 Boldy shorthanded. Holy shit, what a game. Wow. Gabrick versus the media was gold his last 2 years. Damn, Minnesota going crazy right now. Don't you talk about Canucks goalie like that. Dude, sometimes the wheels just fall off. Oh shit, it's 10. They did it last year versus the Canucks. Oh, right. And then the Canucks scored a shit ton in that game too. That's so funny. It was against Quinn Hughes and the Canucks. Hey. Fucking rights Boldy. And that's 5. First time Kirill Kaprizov has scored against the Capitals too in his NHL career. President's Day. I remember because the Canucks, they put up They put up a stupid amount too, right? I want to say they put up like 6 or 7. And if you went to the game, because it was in Minnesota, if you went to the game live, I remember some people were like, it was just insane. It was a Monday matinee, legitimately one of the craziest games. I was going to say, was it a Sunday matinee? No, it was a Monday matinee. Yep. Was it 10-7? And the Capitals win the faceoff. 22 seconds remaining on their power play. Faceoff was in their zone. Gustafson saves that one. And this puck is going to be whistled down. All right, here we go. Final 5 seconds on the power play for the Capitals. Back to the blue line. Right side, top of the circle. Beautiful save by Gustafson. Back out to center, and that will do it for the power play for the Washington Capitals. Good PK for the Wild. So good that Boldy was able to score one. $10-7 is the MMA. I thought you guys were going to bring up the MMA reach there, but 4:43. Tarasenko with it on the right side. He gets bullied down, and the refs are going to call it. I mean, Sonny Milano getting the call on that one for dragging Tarasenko to the ground. It was a soft call, but we'll take it after this one. 11-0-2 after this. Wow. I think this is like the 14th home game point streak of the Wild. 13. Since I brought NATO into the Sota Pod chat, y'all been doing good. We got the bombs. Tarasenko's on fire. Featuring hat tricks in both Joel Eriksson Ek, Kirill Kaprizov, JT Miller, with the Wild scoring a franchise record, setting 7 goals in the third period. I think Mateo, the producer of Judd's Buds, I think, and you guys probably know him on Twitter, I think he was at that game. Yeah, dude, Tarasenko's been unbelievable. Let's check in on the poll question. Let's check in on the poll question. I don't understand the meme, but I'm old. I know it's a thing, but I'm too old. I don't understand it. Like I didn't even know who John Cena was till last week. Apparently he retired. Like I looked at a picture of him and I was like, okay, I recognize who you are, but I watched real fights as a kid. My dad would wake me up when I was like 7 or 8 to watch, Japanese no holds bars, soccer kicks are legal to the face MMA shows. I didn't watch that wrestling stuff. You maybe watched the pure violence, the real violence. So, in all honesty, though, the area. In all honesty, we're watching a hockey game. Oh, Sis' obsession with NATO is unmatched. Again, TJ Oshie, Minnesota boy. He's been doing. I think he's been one of the color commentators here tonight for the Capitals broadcast. Oh, it's Protas who I thought it was Sonny Milano, but Protas is taking the penalty. 4:33 remaining in the period, and the Minnesota Wild are up a man again. They've scored shorthanded. Can they score up a man now? Quinn Hughes bumblefucks that one. Back at center. Boldy gets it over the line, but can't hold it. And Capitals lose it without dumping it in, but Hughes is going to have to reset anyways. TJ Sochi, the freaking shootout king himself. Mercedes-Benz is a German brand. Are you from Germany, Stadium? Are you our German Wild fan? Pretty rude to not let the other team score at all. Vladdy the Hattie watch. I looked up to see if I was behind or not. Oh, tip in front of the net. Oh, Tarasenko almost got that in the back door. Pause. 53 seconds. And Gus doing his best forward impression here tonight. Sharks, Flames 2-2 first round. Two bad teams in the Pacific. I like the Sharks over the Flames. Waka waka flocka flame. Minnesota gets it back into the zone. Cleared, and Gustin doesn't even touch it this time. And here comes... We got to speak it into existence. Vladdy the Hattie, baby. Come on, guys. 2:46. Only 10 seconds left in the power play. Faber to the right side. I mean, I think you're getting a little too crazy, John. But yes, a good win for the Wild. You can chill the fuck out, though. 2:26. Let's go. Waka Flame, no way you can play hockey. No way. He doesn't love me like he loves me. We know that. 2:12. Wild reset in their own zone. Up the left side, and they're going to dump it in. John's drunk. 1:57. John saved some Russian vodka from before the freaking Ukraine war and tariffs, and he is on the Russian sauce tonight. 1:45. And I don't blame him because the Russians have been buzzing tonight. 1:38. But he is inebriated. 1:32, and the Wild send it back into the Capital zone, forcing them to break out again here. But a good forward check is they got one hanging up high. Yo, thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. I think we got some Protoss and Russian fans in the chat. Oh, sneaky shot there from the circle, and we're going to have face off in the Capital zone. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Oh, I'm so hungry. Even Papa John's commercials are making me hungry. Better pizza? Oh, they changed the logo up. Interesting. Or maybe the Canadian Papa John's logo is different. I don't know. You guys and your Safe Light repair up here just blows my mind. Same jingle in Canada, but for us it's called Speedy Glass. And it just, my brain is so... Let's just say the first time I heard it, I saw a Safe Light commercial, I thought I was tripping. I don't know yet. I didn't prep anything, so probably just, I don't know. I don't know yet. Maybe just breakfast for dinner. 1 minute remaining, and here comes the Moose. The McNugget minute of the third period. I love this Capitals broadcast. Now I want McNuggets. Shout out for number 3, Gustafsson. That's 7 for the Wild goalies. I know you guys, the probably game's already wrapped up, but I got 30 seconds left. Did you see the RV in Winnebago? Huh? Maybe you can get some Texas Roadhouse. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Maybe if I would have been able to stream UFC and get my glory money, I could afford Texas Roadhouse. Final 10 seconds, and the Capitals are basically just gonna wait this one out. And that does it, ladies and gentlemen. Your Minnesota Wild shut out the Washington Capitals 5-0. And man, the stars of the game, I mean, you got to go with Tarasenko and that just entire line. Quinn Hughes looked amazing, and Gustafsson looked amazing as well, man. Record for a single game or single goalie is 15 in a season, 1927 or some shit like that. Very rude to not allow the other team to score a goal for the fans. Like, you know what's cool is that Sis and some of our City Life folk actually hung out Whoa, Vladdy. Throughout this entire stream. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. This has been one of the most like action-packed streams we have in a while. We've had up to 70 people watching us. We do one of these every single week. We're going to aim to do a little bit more as we go into World Juniors. We'll probably do one Wild game, some World Junior games. And then when Olympics comes around, same thing. We'll do one Wild game a week minimum, and then we'll dive deep, balls deep into the Olympic hockey. Hang out like a noose, hang out like a moose. Do you see the Pyramid Arena in Memphis, Tennessee? Is the new Bass Pro Shop? I saw a picture on social. According to at least 3 cops. Like Billy G's balls in that wagon. Friggin' Randy from South Park style after making that trade. All right, before I risk demonetization on this channel any longer, big shout out to everybody who joined us. Thank you. We cooked them. Off to the Avs game. 7 men down. Doesn't matter. Famous last words. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Again, we posted a Fellowship of the Rink episode early where Joe Smith and Hoppy talked all things Quinn Hughes, as well as brought on former Minnesota Wild and now Washington Capitol, Brandon Duhaime. Check that out here. Tomorrow, I will be live with Brett Marshall for another Wildly Informed. I know he's really excited to talk about all things Quinn Hughes, get into the nitty-gritty of stats, all things, and more. Yesterday, I was on Judd's Buds. Check it out here. And check out my channel, The City Life Project, as well. Before it, I think the channel's going to be fun. The channel's going to be fun. I was going to say before it's buried, but I should be, knock on wood, streaming a lot of combat sports this weekend. And with I know a lot of you guys here watch a little UFC as well. There's no UFC for 6 weeks. I got you covered with 32 other shows that I think will be that are more exciting than the UFC. And one of them is Alabama amateur kickboxing, where the refs and cornermen are allowed to smoke. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. What's up, Swerve? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you drop by right at the end. And 1984, who I think had the first comment, says keep the bus rolling, baby. Absolutely. All right, I gotta get some food in me. I appreciate you all. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for Wildly Informed, and we'll see you next week for another Wild Watch Party. Big shout out to Waggle Golf. Big shout out to Zambonis on 7th. If you guys have tuned in or saying what's up after the game live, be sure to go there, grab some food, grab a drink, and tell them the City Light Project and the Sota Pod sent you. There you go. There you go. We got NHL World Juniors and RCC Alabama Smokers Kickboxing League. You all are amazing. I appreciate you all. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. We're out of here.